Hello Cobrats and welcome back to Pokémon Colosseum, the game I don't really record too much. I am TryclydeTamer. Last time, we did some purifications at the Relic Forest in Agate Village and then took on Cypher Admin Deckham at Mount Battle, ridding Team Cypher out of the Mount Battle area, kinda putting a stop to their evil ways for now. This time, we are making our triumphant, so to speak, return to Agate Village 30 seconds into the video after the fleshed out intro that I came up with for whatever reason, to keep things going a bit. Oh Rui, I heard there was a big commotion on Mount Battle. Egan's worried sick about you. Quick, hurry home and reassure him that you're safe and sound. Well, I will be doing that once I do a little bit of something of figuring out. Alright, let's look at my team briefly. Hitmontop is at that point, then there's everybody else with all their stuff. I'm just walking around to get some walking stuff on them. But an easy way to get some walking stuff out of the way is to go with this little peninsula edge ledge right here. Just keep on walking bottom like this, and if the screen's gonna be all shaky like that, well, you might not see it totally perfectly. You'll see some shaking stuff with Wes doing all the crazy stuff, or Westy 2 as it's called. That should help things a little bit. I mean, yeah, looking through my team again, it doesn't seem like much has happened, but it's one of the better ways of doing some passive walking to get things out of the way. So that is an option for things. I'm not gonna go talk to Egan quite yet. There's someone I want to have a quick talk with. It should be this lady. By might again, it wouldn't listen to a word that I said at the start, but it gradually grew more and more obedient the more he battled. If you want to become friendly with your Pokemon, there's nothing better than battling. Yeah, ain't that the inconvenient, not inconvenient truth? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I wonder what that's all about. Oh, hello, Luella. Well, looks like a laboratory out in the desert. Okay. Nothing out there but sand. So what a conspicuous, suspicious place to put a laboratory. Ah, you're home. Are you okay? You're not hurting anyway? I'm not hurt at all. Oh, Rui, and Westy too. It's good to see you back. So how goes it? Have you trounced the cretins that raided Mount Battle? I'll say I kinda did. I expected nothing less of my own granddaughter, and of course Westy too, who actually did most of the work. Well, I mean, not that Rui didn't tell us about the Entei that we triumphantly caught. What are we waiting for? Depart for the Relic Forest and summon Celebi at once with that time flute we have. I wonder what will happen. I find it quite exciting. Oh yes, there's something I'd forgotten. You take Pikachu with you. That'd be cool. May I have the number of your PD thing? We gave our P-Star DA number to Egan. Good, I'll try to reach out to you at this number if anything happens. That makes us pen pals. Oh ho ho. Alright. What about you, Pikachu? Or Bigachu? Rui, I know this is your grandparents' house, but I'd like for you to step out of the way a bit. I don't even know if I went upstairs with her house, but there's not really much to see. It's just a picture of a Torchic and 2 beds because that's how old people operate these days or something. Seems like this old lady's saying all the same stuff. I hope I didn't miss the line that's like, "This mighty Anna here is my boyfriend. There's nothing suspicious about this." But actually, once you make your way back home, so to speak, to Agra Village, I came to this village so I could learn about becoming closer to Pokemon. All I know is the cologne massage method for making Pokemon friendly. Do you know about cologne massages? Not quite, so how about we hear about it? Pokemon get very happy if you massage them with different kinds of scents. Actually, I have an extra cologne case with me. You can have it. That's okay, you can have it. And we got the cologne case. Put a scent in that cologne case and give your Pokemon a massage. I'm sure that it will be delighted. Alright, so with the cologne case, think of it like the Game Corner coin case. I don't know, just drawing a weird parallel to it. And I'm definitely slurping my voice for some reason. It is an item of great importance that will allow us to carry the scents they can get in the Pokemon here in Agate Village specifically. Welcome to the Pokemon Mart. I should probably pick up some revives. I can pick up 11. You know, I'll get 2. I know there's going to be, I believe, 3 I can pick up on the field at a specific spot. Or am I getting all slurpy? I don't know. But here are the scents we can pick up. Joy scent for a little bit, slightly. A regular Excite scent, even though it sounds like it's crazy up in the steps. And then Vivid scent, which doesn't sound so insane. It's the highest level of things, so... we saw that our Hitmontop was, I believe, just a bit above the final bit of things, so let's see what a singular thing will be. I think it's its own thing. Clone case right here. Let's use Vincent and use it on Hitmontop. We massaged him with the thing. Oh yeah, I feel my controller rumbling. I don't want to get it too close to the microphone though, to not mess things up. It was delighted. The door to Hitmontop's heart opened up a lot. How much so did it open? Let's find out. Oh, I was definitely a bit off from my predictions with things, but it seems that a bit of progress was made, so you can definitely tell how things are. You know what, I'm gonna off-screen this stuff a little bit. Okay, I used up the rest of them, all 5 of them, the remaining 4, and we are up at that point. I think I'll just go with walking and battling to do the finishing touches to everything. And Entei, of course, needs a lot of work to be done, being a legendary Pokemon and all, but I'm not going to use it as a permanent team member, but I do want to purify every Shadow Pokemon, just for the sake of that bit of completion. Oh, looks like we have a battle with this kid here. I was just kind of enjoying the music for a little bit. This cool trainer Dury, he's got some Pokemon to be sending out. Rhyhorn with its Charizard cry. I'm gonna put a Rhyhorn in my Pokeball Plus when Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee come out, so people think I'm an edgy kid with his Charizard. Then he's gonna be pulling out the big bun guns, being Sunflora. I'm scared. Even with Calm Mind, Sunflora does have a good deal of specialty. You have endured too much, and you haven't studied enough. So haha on you. Fidget. Oh, Wesley 2 and Rui 2, I'm glad to see that you're okay. Wait, could it be? Is that the Time Flute? They said that you can call Celebi using the Time Flute, but I've heard that you can call Celebi only once. I would be careful using the Time Flute if I were you. Well, it's not our only Time Flute that we're going to be getting in the game, so don't you worry your pretty little mind. We have some purifications to do. With the Time Flute, you can have a free purification, so I would advise using it on Pokemon like Entei that you'll be finding throughout the game. It'll take quite a lot of time to purify, and you want to avoid the hyper mode of everything to make it much more easy to use your Pokemon. But anyway, just for funsies, I'm gonna give it the nickname Mantissimo. I briefly called it Mantis last episode, but that's a female character in MCU, Marvel overall. And after Mantissimo comes Meritaito. And just to be a cheesy female name, Medina. You have to watch the gender marker symbol. It does show up in the nicknaming. That's about everything in Agate Village for now. A new place has opened up, being the Mystery Lab, a sinister and menacing laboratory that was built in the desert without notice. We've kinda heard about it through the grapevine and NPCs like the one outside the treehouse that Bella and Egan live within. And it seems that we have a PDA email once we reach our way here. So how about we open up our PDA and go to the email in which they reside. It's another one from Dookie. Mere peon nabbed. Wesley 2, this is Dooking. That was my chair making noise, which is now to Paragoons that we think take orders from Mirror B. Oh, you think? There may be worth squeezing for some intelligence. The police have them in jail, so come to Pirate in a hurry. I'm not in that much of a hurry, if you were to ask me. Seems that this is closed off with the main gate and everything. There was a key slot. Do we have a key for anything? I don't know. I don't think this F disc would work. Let's just try it. It can't be used now. Yeah, we don't have much of anything for it right now. But what we want to do is go right into the electricity. Yay, it works as an invisible, not very invisible wall. At least it doesn't hurt you or anything. It would hurt the trainer. The trainer has its own HP. Oh man. But we go skirting along the outside, because if you were to go way too far, you'd go into the edge of the map. And here is the item capsule that contains the 3 revives I was talking about. It's funny how the item is capitalized, but then if it's a multiplicity thing, there's a lowercase s at the end. So with all this figured out, I think what I want to do is go to Finax City. I haven't been here for a minute, because we've been around Pirate Town and everything. And we are making a return here to take on the pre-gym leader, Justy. We've already fought the trainers of the pre-gym because they were matched up with their level, and I said that Justy was a little powerful. And he may still be a little too powerful for us, but he doesn't really have too many evolved Pokemon, so I think I'll give it a shot right now. Oh, hello! I guess you finally got your 6th Pokemon for your party, and we do have to have 6 to fight him anyway. Well then, would you like to battle against me? I think so. Okay, gotcha. This is making me feel sorta giddy. When you're ready to go to the battle area in the center and stand up the left-hand side. And I think before we do that, I'm gonna mention that this music sounds like a different type of Mirror B retro groove. Maybe not too noticeable, but it's pretty cool. Justy, go for it. Justy's strong, pure. He's my teacher after all. What? Isn't he like younger than you, or are you like a couple that are considered each other's teachers? You have to go to the very specific spot for the battling. Wesley 2, go for it. I'll be right here, cheering. I'm pretty sure you said that before. But anyway, we do have a battle with Justy. Okay, let's get this battle underway. Show me a great battle. What kind of music is it going to be? It's going to be the friendly battle music against pre-gym leader Justy. All one word with insanity. So, This guy, Justy, is sitting on his Sandshrew and Azumarill. My first attempt at this battle was a heck of a time. He sent out his Cacnea and Gligar. I expect to see those because this is a 6-on-6 battle. I'm probably going to start speeding up from this point just to let you guys know. But this guy definitely likes to use double team and moves that will rub in the burn and salt and everything, with them being moves that always hit, like Feint Attack, Aerial Ace, and all that stuff. And as you can see, his Sandshrew is using Sandstorm for a bit of chip damage that will last a little bit. His Gligar also does the same thing, which is quite annoying. I just say it's a good thing that Gliscor doesn't exist until 4th generation, and the only 4th generation Pokemon you see in a considerably 3rd generation game are a couple of Pokemon in this game's sequel, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, but they aren't technically usable, so not much to worry about. So what I'm planning on doing is increasing my safety by using Taunt with Umbreon to prevent any non-attacking moves from happening, such as Sandstorm or Double Team. Definitely going to be taking place on the Cacnea, which I'm sure it already is, with the speeding up that is taking place, because we've heard this battle music before. Even on slightly important battles like this, I'm going to be speeding up. So yeah, Justy does have Pokemon in their level 40s, but not all of them are fully evolved. Azumarill is, and it's kind of a threat, especially with the defense you can see on it, but I don't say it's too bad of a deal. Just whittling things down as I go whittle by whittle with my baby talk. And the thing about this Gligar when it comes out, when a sandstorm's going, it has the Sand Veil ability, which means it has increased evasion during a sandstorm. Add that on top of Double Team, plus the unnecessary annoyance of its own Aerial Ace that always hits. And it's just blah! This Cacnea's getting its Double Teams going, which is going to be a later annoyance. Sunflora. Then comes the Nose Pass. An annoying rock type, but I'm glad Probopass doesn't exist. What an obnoxious magnitude, especially with that critical. Montissimo is the final on the field. Thank you for damaging your Sunflora, though. Bubble Beam, I believe in you. Oh yeah, that feels so lovely. I had to edit out a lot of stuff, especially words that I said and have wanted to say. I shouted for the words that I wanted to say but haven't said. Well, what? Well, I'm not gonna tell you, Justy. You were an annoying little dude, and I'm glad to have defeated you. Wow, that was one challenging and satisfying battle. Not for me. Look at this, my palms are drenched with sweat. There's no shame in this loss. I'm one lucky guy for being a part of this spectacular battle despite me using Double Team all the time. Ugh. And he's not even going to give me much of anything. I just want you to have him until for our battle, except he is going to give me something now. TM27, that's TM27 Return. I know for a fact because who doesn't know TM27 Return? I don't really plan on giving it to anybody, so heck with that. Let's go elsewhere now. Back at Agate Village, I am running on this ledge for a little bit of an addendum. Hold down on your GameCube controller, then disconnect it from your GameCube or Wii, but before you reconnect, hold the opposite direction. My direction will be up, so I'm going to press up, and then let go of up once it's plugged back in, and it's moving even more autonomously. I'm just going to do this, mostly to get him on top to the final bit. It's probably at the point by now, but here's how you can do things even more passively and autonomously, while you do whatever you please. Chirpy birdie sounds and lovely music. It's glowing green. That means it's time for a Purification. This time, Hitmontop. That makes our 5th permanent team member all pure and ready to go. No evolution for it because it's already fully evolved. Tyrogue must be balanced in attacking defense to evolve into Hitmontop, but at least we don't have to worry about that insanity in balancing things. Yeah, I've had to redo things to have a better battle with Justy, not that it was much better. So no level ups, but he's already higher leveled up than everybody else anyway. I'm going to do things a little bit differently for this thing. I'm going to do some capitalization and lowercaseization, just for the fun of everything. And yeah, me saying hit me on top wasn't really much of a red herring, even though I think I cut out one of the times I said it because of how much I cut things out in sped up battles. So yeah, hit me on top is the fun nickname I'd like to give permanent team member number 5. Another purification I'm going to be doing all zaboomafooly. I just came up with a new word. It would be Dunsparce. You shall be known as the Dunster. I'ma hop into the daycare center to do a little something. You can raise a Pokemon for you. A Pokemon that you'd like me to raise. You actually can raise Shadow Pokemon, but they have to be partially lowered down. I think a Pokemon that would be low enough is Yanma. Let's give it a shot. Fine, I'll take your precious Yanma. Come back for it later. I'm gonna do some team rearrangement and go to Pirate Town. It almost feels like I've been taking the long way most of the times I've been on screen, but here's a little shortcut, if you could even call it that, instead of going through the foothills and all, getting through the village. Making it snappy going back to Pirate Town. I'm sure a lot of people would like to rematch us, but let's see if I can find the police station. Okay, and overshooting things a bit. I think this is the police station here. It might not fully be labeled, but here we are. Hey, Chief Charles, or Shirley, however you want to say, talking about spilling beans and everything. Oh wait, what's C2? Was it? Give your PDA number, please. Alright, I'll be in touch with you just as soon as I hear anything. Alright, how about Johnson? Listen, Chief Charles and I, we caught 2 more suspects. They came back to that creaky old building, we nabbed them on the spot. Okay, this door is locked. Do I have something to use? I should have something to use. I guess I don't really right now. Huh? You went out and checked out the lab? What could it be? I don't have a clue what's going on at that lab. Why don't you be more coy about things? It said there'll be some new prisoners, so they split me and Folly up. But you know, the guys in the net cell, those voices sound familiar. If they're splitting you up, wouldn't that be taking up even more space? I don't know the type of logic. Either way, I'm going this way. Finding one gel key, okay. I guess now I can open things up. The door is locked. Okay, so how about we use the gel key right here and get this thing all opened up. Very convenient finding of it. Wreath Infirma. Mutter to elevator going down. There's a key of some sort in her belt. Want to take it? Sure thing. Just grab it from a sleeping woman, why don't we? Elevator key. I'm sure that'll be important. We were collared when we tried to sneak back down to the under. It's just another thing that goes with this. That and everything else you caused. It's all your fault. What's this the under that people are talking about? I don't know. Maybe it's just that the store is locked and I feel like freeing the prisoners, but they're gonna be like, never. I will never be allowed to escape. You're just saying all the same stuff, so it's like some Stockholm Syndrome and traumatic repetition of the words you say. I don't know, I'm just bringing more of my headcanon into everything. I want to search the bases, but there's no items. Sorry if you heard the classic GameCube controller clacking. Do you have any concern for this, Johnson? I guess not, if you're going to be saying the same old stuff, you know. But anyway, I say we go to the pirate building now. We open that door down, or just walk in front of it, and it opens on its own accord of Hondas. Let's get close to you. But we fought you before. Too bad for you, this elevator is off limits. Okay, I guess it's time for a rematch against Kai, Phanpy, and Vibrava, with slightly later levels. I'm gonna be sending out Yin and Yang, the Eons, against y'all, and setting up with Reflect, like Palutena's down B that in Smash Ultimate is gonna be slightly buffed. Speaking of slightly buffed, let's have some level ups take place. Yin is learning Feint Attack, which is the same power as Bite, but strikes without fail like Aerial Ace. Quite the annoyance we've had against Justy with that. But I think I'm going to be keeping Bite because I do like the chance of flinching. I'm sure there's not going to be too many more double team users for the rest of the game. Justy was kind of a one-trick pony with that. I'm sure that elevator's going to stay off limits, Kai, but I gotta go heal. But before I can heal, looks like we got a rematch with Pike as well. And yes indeed, everybody in the pirate building is going to be rematching us. A heck of a time it's going to be. We have a level 36 Espeon now. It's like a 3-2-1 setup of everything. And Psybeam, that is definitely a direct setup in the stage of upwardness from Confusion. 65 instead of 50 power. And still does the same confusioning thing. So, just a straight upgrade for me. At the top of this building we are now. The battle we had before was a whole lot of fun. Hey, did you come back to make me a happy battler again? I guess so. I love strong guys. Wait, I said love, but don't get any wrong ideas. Hey, it's okay. You know what type of month of June is. Into Pirate Cave we go again. I'm kind of sitting far back from the mic because I'm a little sleepy. I've been recording this episode for a while. Pretty sure I've gotten all the items to be gotten around here, so I'm going to continue through. But I am rematching everybody around here as well. So, with the shadow Pokemon you find around here, if you missed any of them, this is your chance to get them. And of course, higher levels would make a lot of low tags to see some Lombres. After lots of battles that were cut out, I've made my way near the end of Pirate Cave, and there is a reason for me coming this way. This is what my team looks like. Geronimo and Hit Me on top are in the lead. Everybody is at level 38 aside from Mantissimo, who's not going to be a permanent team member. It might not be super important for this battle coming ahead. I have my team arranged the way I do for good reason. Do we have a rematch against Mirror B? Kind of. This recolored peon looks like him-ish. I'm Miracle Bee. I'm Mirror B's rightful successor. Going to get me an afro. Oh boy, this sounds like fun. He has some Pokemon of his own. No Ludicolo's or anything, but he's got an Electrode and Linoon. The thing for his team is, I believe all of his Pokemon know the move Protect, and something more specifically, the move Flail. Maybe in reference to how he's trying to flail about dancing like Mirror B or something. So yeah, we got some sped up funny music, but I'm probably speeding up the actual battle itself and just playing the music as things go along, because I'm sure we got a little bit of time to go through this thing and a little bit of damage slowly being done as we make our way through this battle. Razor Leaf doesn't really do a lot of damage, but it's always nice to split the damage among two Pokemon in these always double battles, pretty much. Then Triple Kick. It does 10, 20, then 30 damage for each successive hit, that is, if all 3 hits connect. It's kinda weird how the accuracy checks and everything go into play, and every kick has a check for a critical hit, which is pretty weird. I do think in the long run I'll be replacing Triple Kick with Brick Break, which is more powerful anyway, 75 compared to the overall 60 damage, based on the calculations. And plus, Brick Break could be breaking through the light screen that is currently in effect. Heck yeah, Seeking, I don't want to swear, because that would be illegal. And another reason Triple Kick isn't so great is that there's a chance of getting paralyzed like that, which can pose an issue. As we make our way through his team, a couple things that grass is super effective against: water and ground. So, yeah, I like how my setup is going at this juncture. Unfortunately, Hit Me on top couldn't do a lot towards the end here. But you shall be avenged! Not quite with the revive, even though I do have them at this point. It's not a super big deal to have revival taking place when things aren't super pressing. Especially when you get a critical hit to finish the Sand Slash and the final bit of chippy damage for the Sea King. Much like Mirror B, the final Pokemon of Miracle B is going to be Sudowoodo. But it's not a Shadow Pokemon, and it wouldn't be a Shadow Pokemon to be another chance for if you missed the one from Mirror B, so don't get your hopes up too much for that. At any rate, even though the Sudowoodo may have high defense, it's not too hard to cut through. Not something you can cut down on the field because it's a rock type instead of a grass type tree. And all is done. Victory fanfare. Miracle Bee. My dreams! You've ruined my dreams of getting an afro! What, are you gonna go bald now with the stress of defeat? I guess that's how things are gonna work. Darn! I don't care if no one agrees, I'm still the rightful heir to Mirror B, even though my hair hasn't grown to a full afro and I'm a bastard that isn't pure born to noble family members. But anyway, It feels weird ending the episode here again, but we didn't really do much in the way of story in this episode, just some email-related stuff that will pave our way forward. But we are quite prepared for the future with the insane amount of leveling up that has taken place. So until next time on Pokémon Colosseum, where we ride the elevator in the pirate building down to the mysterious place known as the Under. Do not toast yourself, and remember, gotta snag 'em all, even if there's nothing to snag in this episode. There'll be more snagging in due time, don't you worry.